Hey guys, welcome back to the Snap Ring Chronicles. Today we have another Ratchet video for you. But before we jump into this, if you could give me a like and also subscribe to this channel if you find this stuff interesting or if it helps you out, I would really appreciate it. Okay, today we have a Jobsmart Ratchet Flex Head 3/8 drive from, what do you call that? Tractor Supply Co. And yep, it says Tractor Supply Company, and this is made in China. The item number on this is 1038294, and it says lifetime guarantee. Okay, so if you saw my last video, you know that recently I went to Tractor Supply. There's one not too far from my house, which I never went to. It's probably been there like a couple of years. Excuse me. And I don't know, I saw a few things. I found a couple of things. This is one of them. It's a Jobsmart CRV chrome vanadium, and it looks like a little T with a dot next to it. And this is a flex head ratchet. This is how it looks like when it's ratcheting. As you can see, the switch moves. That means there's some sort of a batwing pawl inside. It's a pretty long ratchet. This measured in at 11 1/8 inches from the top here to the bottom here, and it has a quick release lever. As you can see here, it's the quick release. And this does not have a Torx or hex bolt that attaches the head to the shaft. It has a pin that looks like it's been driven through, and it appears to have splines, if you see there. The pin has splines, and it looks like it was pressed in. So you could probably, no, there's no splines here. You could probably knock this out with a hammer. I'm not going to do this for this video because I just bought this and that would be going a little bit too far right now. The flex is pretty rigid, has a decent flex on it. It doesn't move. It's pretty rigid flex. So that's pretty good. I don't know how long that'll hold, but hopefully it'll stay like that for a while. I'm not sure if there's a spring in here or one of those offset washers that is creating friction for this head. Not sure what's in there, but it's definitely a splined pin that's been pressed in. Okay, let's take a look inside. Okay, the head here has a snap ring there that to open it you have to close the ring. Let's see if I get a better angle here. Okay. Here's the ring, just a regular snap ring. Nothing too exciting there. And you just pull up on the anvil, and here comes the plate. The plate is pretty thin, just a piece of thin metal. It holds everything in with the snap ring. It's well greased, everything. It's oiled. I don't see any grease in here. I see like a light oil, which for this is a 62th gear, and that would make sense to put a bit of light oil in here instead of grease, because the teeth are a little bit small. Here's the gear. These are the teeth. As you can see, they're pretty well oiled. 60 teeth. Is there an O-ring here? Yes, there is a rubber O-ring on the anvil side, which is pretty good. See if you can see it there. See me pulling up on it? Yeah, it's a little O-ring. And on this side also, there's a small O-ring, a rubber O-ring. You can see it there, me pulling up on it. So it has an O-ring on both sides, so I guess that's pretty good. And here's a look inside the mechanism. The walls are pretty thick here on the sides of the pawl. Here's the pawl. Switch it over. The pawl has 4 teeth per side. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. You can see the teeth there, and the pawl is pretty wide. It's a pretty wide paw here, which is good because this is like over 11 inches, and people are gonna want to put some torque on this, so it's better to have a wider paw. And that's the other side of the paw. Those are the teeth. Here's the inside of the mechanism. Looks pretty clean. It's pretty good. The pawl has a ball underneath with a spring that sits in a hole here. And since this switch is metal, by the way, and there's a pin that goes through to the end of the other side of the paw, and that has been peened over, and I'm not removing that because, like I said, I just got this ratchet, so I don't feel like totally tearing it apart right now. But suffice to say that usually you can't remove this pawl unless you unpeen the pin there and take it out. And the pawl has a small letter C on it, as you can see there. There you can see the splines a little bit better on the pin that holds the head. And the letters are engraved. It's not laser etched, it's light engraving. It's not very heavy. The C-V seems deeper than the letters for the nameplate Jobsmart. These are a little bit more shallow than these letters here. Seem a little bit deeper. So that's what it looks like. To put this back together, you just drop your gear back in. This is what it looks like when it's ratcheting. And now you take your plate and you drop that in there. And now you take your snap ring, you get your snap ring pliers in the holes, like that. And you press them in. Okay, it's having a little trouble going in, so I'm gonna just take a piece of plastic and press them in. Press in these tips a little bit more. This one seems to be giving a little trouble. Let's see. See if this is better. There you go. So now your ring is in, and you test out your mechanism, see if it's ratcheting. Yep, it's ratcheting. So let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so that's my teardown and review of this Jobsmart 3/8 ratchet flex head from Tractor Supply Co. And like I said, it's made in China, but looks to be not too bad. Okay guys, until next time.